Hello everybody and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. When we last left off, we started the class trial and we successfully defended ourselves. It is now beyond a shadow of a doubt that we did not do it. So now we're going to start pointing fingers. And if you remember from a couple of videos ago, I made a mistake where pressing control is actually the fast forward button on Danganronpa. I did try and fix that. I did try and change it off stream, but there's no keybinds or anything, so it happened again. I forgot. I'm sorry, but we do actually have a transcript this time. So, no, I didn't. But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature, Sayaka's signature. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it. But why? Why would she write that? The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret. If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist? Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me. It's a stupid TikTok challenge about stealing stuff. Why a TikTok challenge about stealing stuff? Can we just destroy TikTok now? Can we just destroy TikTok, Twitter, and 4chan? Just blow them all to hell. Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Can you be sure anyone even got this note?
That's good.
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Oh, why not exactly?
Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No,
Very
actually.
well then. Pay attention.
No, I'd rather you just stay quiet and you just continue the train of thought, because that is absolutely correct. But okay, what have you got to say? Dorm nameplates. Alright. They were in fact switched.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Indeed.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see. So if someone read that note,
Couldn't be that second one.
then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Incorrect.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
That's probably where to go.
So we know
I'll let it go all the way through.
even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay, it could be the second one or the third one that I need to shoot. I'm not entirely certain, honestly. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's. It has to be because of what got switched between my and Sayaka's rooms.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Definitely not that one.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
No, I'm not gonna... No, I don't... Looking at it, I don't think that's
someone
correct.
read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room
Okay.
with Makoto.
No, that's wrong.
Did that work?
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Indeed
That's
they did.
right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
To be fair, it's actually
And
a
the
pretty
one who
devious
switched the
murder.
names was... Well, of
doesn't
course
right
it
now.
wasn't you,
Yeah.
right, Makoto?
Yeah, the timer seems like it's like 10 minutes or something, so it's not a huge issue right now, but I am keeping an eye on it, Firewall. Thanks for reminding me, though.
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Yep. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms. Sayaka.
I got it!
Well, the killer would have
Me and
also worked.
Sayaka
Well, no.
were the only
killer
ones who
wouldn't
ever
have worked,
knew
so yeah.
about us switching
The
rooms.
attempted killer would have worked.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
It's all come together. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Why didn't Manga
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that
for
it
the
was Makoto's
aesthetics?
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Yeah.
That's where the answer lies.
He tried to kill him.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
Wow, no
But we
shit,
still
Sherlock.
Don't know who it is,
Good
you
job.
goddamn
you.
idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. Seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yep.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
That's actually a decent question. Hang on, let me just take a quick peek at that again. It's the wound itself, isn't it? It has gold on it or something? Yeah, it looks like it has gold. Clean except for the index finger. No. Her wrist was glittery at the injury's location. Yeah. Just making sure. When you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Oh well, never mind. When you look at her wrist, shows Sayaka's wrist. Okay.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
He does. He really does.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is.
Not all that glitters is gold.
Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword.
Hey, Anime
right
X.
there on her
How's it going,
wrist.
dude? I got it. Yeah.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
No, I think I've got this pretty much sewn up.
Solve this
Dude,
mystery.
thanks for the offer though. Feel free to watch along though and enjoy the show. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Okay, sure. There's a lot to learn about non-stop debates. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yes, I am. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Yeah, Anime X. Thanks for trying to backseat there, but yes, I got that. Thank you. What? Into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Okay, if you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the LB button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Wait, did they drag Sayaka's body just to show her wrist? So Sayaka's body is just in the courtroom somewhere? No, they chopped her arm off. That's what they did. Actually, what they did was they chopped her arm off and then they chopped both her legs and her head off, so that they could bring the body and the wound and the stuff like that So they left the head and one of the arms and both of the legs where they were, but they brought the body and the arm. You can press the LB button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Okay. Press and release the LB button to cycle through each bullet. Yes, you just said that, or you can hold it and use that to select specific bullets. Okay. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Ooh. Well then, good luck and have fun. I think I have the logic difficulty set to medium. So... Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Okay, so the sheath, the set, and the sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh! Okay, well this is a little bit more complicated now. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. The sheath. Yes. Okay.
When
Got
the
it.
fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Well, thanks game for
That's when the first
making
blow
sure
was
that I
dealt.
was on the right track there.
The sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Also, it doesn't make sense because we know that she lured someone, aka Leon, to the room. So she lured someone to the room, and then that someone then just went crazy and just tried to kill her right then. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Oh man, that hair may look like brains, but I think he's missing some actual ones.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Maybe.
In that situation,
That might sound
there wouldn't be
about
any
right.
time to actually unsheath the sword.
Yeah.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yeah, he tried.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
The dude is seeing magic dragons flying
Culprit
around,
came
so you
found
can't
the
really
kitchen knife
blame him.
hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too.
So so the culprit already has a sword.
Broke her wrist with the sword. They took the knife and finished it.
Why not just finish it
Sorry,
before
but
breaking
I
her
don't
wrist?
think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all.
Ah, yeah,
There's
that's
a
true
certain
too.
part of her body that makes this clear.
And part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? I think it's her stomach. You know, that's how you use a sword, right? You lodge it into your belly button and then you charge at the enemy. That's how it works, right? Right? Please tell me I haven't been doing my jousting sessions wrong all these years.
I got it!
Come on.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
gold.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
That's a pretty useless sword, by the way.
She washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why would anybody do that?
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What the hell is with
No,
this girl?
that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at night. The water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Also, if you're being
In other
attacked with a
words,
knife, you
at
don't go and wash
nighttime.
your hands.
And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Yeah, but it's even useless as a replica sword because
I didn't know that.
as you touch it, it'll become less gold and stuff.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
What?
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. That's right. And the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheet would had to have been the one without the sword. The killer. Or, not the killer, Sayaka. I keep thinking that really cheap.
She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Oh no!
Now
Who
do you
could have seen
understand?
this coming?
She wasn't a blameless
No!
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point.
You absolute
Sayaka
donkey.
was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Yeah, some assistant. This is just...
Sayaka wanted
Jeez.
to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Well, it didn't
For
work
one
for
thing,
her.
Even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Nobody would
I don't
have paid
know.
attention.
I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Ah. I see.
Plus,
Makoto
she
would have
was
taken the
the
fall
ultimate
for her.
pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait,
That was
then
the other one.
you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yeah?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
Oh, things are getting spicy.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, you have everything. There's nothing left. Yeah, she even volunteered to handle everybody else's life insurance, which is doubly nice of her. You know? Well, to be fair, I don't think so.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Actually knew that.
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Nah, let's go through
Very
them.
well. Then let's review all the clues we found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
We actually have a bunch of time.
Die!
Timer keeps on resetting. So.
We don't do something, we're all gonna die!
There's still one clue left, I'm sure of it. Sayaka left it on the wall she was leaning up against. Yep.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Alright.
But there just
Come
aren't
on.
any more clues, right?
Sorry, Leon. Gonna have to stop you there.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Honestly,
Dying?
probably should have been the
Wait,
first
what did
thing
you
we
say?
talked about, honestly.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Oh yeah, she absolutely did.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask.
Yeah, she absolutely did. My theory is that she is an ace detective, or something along those lines. So that's her ultimate. She's the ultimate detective or something like that. But she doesn't want to give it away, so she's using Makoto as a stooge to let him figure everything out,
Can we really be sure that Sayaka
so that she can
is the
keep
one
her
who
ace up her
wrote it?
sleeve. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka
Yeah,
wrote it.
makes sense to me.
But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Can any of you read by any chance?
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
It's very interesting.
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
It is very interesting that as soon as the conversation starts slowing down, she does lay out some more breadcrumbs.
It was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Why is she still hand-holding Makoto in order for him to give out the info that she already knows? Because she doesn't want anybody to know that she is an ace detective or anything like that. She wants to keep that little secret to herself so that people underestimate her. And they can then focus their ire on Makoto. She's basically using Makoto as a shield in that regard. And also everybody else. Like, you saw that she like Mikoto didn't have anything to do with that little bit there of her telling them that the numbers weren't numbers, they were letters. Mikoto had nothing to do with that. She just fed the others the logic. So she's just trying to hide how smart she is and how good she is, so she doesn't paint the target on her back.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if
Nice
that
job.
really is an N,
In this case, before the shot even started. Nice job. Thank you. Thank you.
Than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh?
You
Just
just
shot past
oh.
the clue part and right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn the message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Select someone. Myself. That would be funny, but nah. Sorry, Leon. Bye bye.
Here's my answer.
Actually,
Key to
Firewall, can you
solving this
confirm
mystery
that
was
the
simply
other
rotate
cases
the
are
writing
going to be more
180
difficult?
degrees.
Because
If you
this is
turn the
way too
message
easy.
around,
Jeez.
it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
The professional.
What the
How
hell
dare
are
you sleep with
talking
Natalie
about?
Portman?
It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that
It was Natalie
happen to look
Portman
like
in
my name.
Leon, the professional.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
I don't think I need to do that.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Oh, the other cases become more difficult. Much more interesting. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of, it's that thing I found on the ground and from the incinerator, right? Yes, it is. Where is it? Burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Right, Sickle was in. Yeah, sure.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
Is he wearing a
That's
white
right.
button-up?
There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
What? Actually,
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
he isn't wearing a white button-up. Was he wearing a
You're
white
right.
button-up? And then he
That
changed
alone
into a
isn't
t-shirt?
enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How? Where? No, when? Yeah, how?
I got it!
That baseball pitch.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Oh, really?
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Yeah. Funny, you did figure out what I was going to say.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Well,
You need the
that's
key to get
entirely
in.
correct.
And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty, and that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Yep. Them baseball skills, my dude, them baseball skills, they let you down. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes, that's correct.
The only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the
There you
incinerator
go.
in order to
That's the
destroy
one.
the evidence. Which
Well, let's
means
keep
the
going
only
anyway.
possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was me. Me?
Yep. Don't worry, I'll get you out of this mess. There absolutely was a way to use the trash room key, yep. There's something I found on the ground over there. Yeah.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning.
So the only one who...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
Bye!
No,
Break!
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be ball, but
But how would you use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was divine with it. I almost want to press it. I almost want to do that. Divine with it. Ask the spirits. Ask the spirit of Sayaka herself to press the button.
God!
Oh.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator
sorry,
would come
I
to
didn't see
life.
it. I didn't see it soon enough.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Oh, that's cool.
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
This
All
is
you
a
have
nail
to
in
do
your
is
coffin.
Look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the
Yep.
incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire.
Yep.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet,
I
right?
actually don't know how far
The
baseball
pinpoint
pitch
accuracy
usually
you'd need
goes.
to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so.
Because the killer
The killer
is... It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because ultimate baseball star, ultimate clairvoyant. Screw it, ultimate clairvoyant, because the killer is the ultimate clairvoyant. Isn't that right, hero? Hey, come on. Now's when we get down to the nitty gritty. Or do you seriously think I did it? Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because ultimate baseball star.
I got it!
Of course.
Because the killer is
Sayaka's
the
ghost had
ultimate
very little
baseball
to do with
star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer!
I think he might be though.
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
I think he's the killer
You
though.
still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
Do you know what I find interesting? What would have happened if Sayaka hadn't tried to kill him? Like if they'd all just gone to bed that night. Like how long would it have taken for somebody to finally crack? Assuming that Sayaka didn't crack. Like he just killed her in self-defense. So he probably wouldn't have done anything right then. Like what would have happened if she hadn't panicked? We'll never know.
Now here's what happened.
It's an interesting question though. The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I think I can probably guess how this is going to go, but let's see. Every case has just one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, okay, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. So my big question now is, do I need those breakthroughs or... So... Okay, so it goes right to left as well. It's... okay. Let me do this. My room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay. So... That's... No. Not that. Ah, there's more, in fact. Cool. Okay, so we have this. The killer came to my room, but he thought it was Sayaka's. Somebody knocked at her, or maybe it wasn't a lie at her. No, that was a lie. That was entirely a lie, absolutely. So she tried to attack. He then got the sword. Let me see. Attack. So he hits her on the wrist with the sword. First of all, he blocks the attack. Yes, he blocks the attack with the sheath. He then attacks Sayaka. This is really cool. You can skip to a different panel if you want. You don't need to do them in order. Well, it helps to do them in order, you know? I just didn't realize that this scrolled for a second. So he hits her. I think I saw one where, yep. She backs off and has dropped the knife. She's beside the bathroom. She goes into the bathroom. Closes the door. She's scared. He can't get into the bathroom. Or is this is the part where he does get into the bathroom? Yeah. Wait, hang on. Yeah. Okay, so he does that. He makes his way into the bathroom. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, I missed that one though. No, hang on, that's definitely earlier. Why is... That's weird. Hey, Celestia, how's it going? Hang on, aren't oh, what's that called? Oh, I forgot what that meme is called. Oh, where the character suddenly turns up in the chat. Well, you're not the killer yet, Celestia, so that's great. I don't know if you ever will be, but okay, so hang on a second. There's 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's one left over. Okay, so maybe I don't need that knife. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this. And then I'll come back to that one later. Because I don't know if it's the one where she's against the wall or the knife. So this is where he stabs. Okay, so she has been stabbed. She writes this, I guess. That doesn't seem to fit very well. I think that this should be after this, but however. He cleans up the room. So, hang on a sec. He picks up the roller. Cleans up the room. Alright. Then he goes to the incinerator. He turns it on. Wait, no, hang on. Which way? Okay, so he throws the round. Some of the circles are just red herrings. Yeah. You're doing great. Thank you, Celestia. According to Firewall, my friend on YouTube, my internet friend on YouTube, I apparently big brained this to all hell and figured it all out before the trial. So, yeah. So this goes next. Then this pops out. Okay. Yeah, so now I just have these two, and I have one more space left. Thank you, Firewall, and thank you, Celestia, for both saying that I'm doing great. I very much appreciate it. You're very kind. So, she's already dropped the knife here. This is basically the exact same scene. So, I'm gonna say this. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
The killer
Go!
is
Do it! Do it! Do it!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Freak! Slam.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
This is really cool. I really like this.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Mistakes were made,
During
ladies
the
and
struggle,
gentlemen.
a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Dun dun dun.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
I wasn't gonna keep her there for long.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom
Where
door
did he get the... Where did he get the screwdriver?
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily.
Was he literally
and there was
just
a trick to opening it.
Taking a screwdriver just around with him?
Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing.
Unless he planned on killing her either way.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Yeah.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her,
And didn't do a great job of fighting it, to be fair, because he can see it from the door.
And with that, all her strength was gone.
Yeah. There goes the world's
dead,
greatest
the
assistant,
killer
except for
quickly
all of the
began
other ones who
destroying
don't
the evidence.
frame you for murder.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Actually funny, if he'd been a better shot with his shirt, then we may never have caught him.
Ball, which he left in the laundry
Well,
room.
would have been close.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate.
What's up,
and
Pasha?
hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an
like Psycho.
impossible throw.
you
killer
you
had
and
the
Firewall are
confidence
of
to
the
take
same
a
opinion.
shot. And that's
Psycho was a
because
serial
the
killer.
killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator.
How important is that piece of
The
evidence?
killer
actually?
didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Not really indisputable. Okay. Makoto looked deranged there.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Makoto absolutely looked like the bad guy in
It
that
would
little
appear
freeze
that
frame.
hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt.
Ah,
And
yes,
that's
the
where you
great
saw
American
it,
sport
right?
of shirt ball.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
That actually makes sense.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We don't really need evidence.
It's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
All we need to do is vote
Well,
to say that you
I guess
are the,
this is as good a
the
time
person
as
who
any
did
to
it.
present the evidence that proves you did it.
I think we're going to make a
Makoto,
murder.
I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sorry, hang on. I'm stupid. Ah, don't worry about it. You're going to make a murder. Yoi Yao. You have to be more careful. Ah, I see what you mean. Yes. If you're going to make a murder, you have to be more careful. Yeah, you do. I mean, unless you're Psycho, in which case you could just take up a chainsaw and cut them in half and it'll be fine. Slightly Bear Court. Leon evidence don't matter. That is also true. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Yes. What exactly is a bullet time battle? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. So this doesn't have to be... Yeah, I got it, Celestia. You're all good. Hang on, let me get rid of Ada. So this doesn't have to be against the killer. It could be against anybody. We could just disagree on something. So that's a good thing to know. Bullet time battle, yeah. Where's your proof? Stupid, you lie. Stupid, not chance. You kidding me? During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with... Oh, Christ, no. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. That's not good. I am not good at rhythm games at all in any way, shape, or form. I really hate rhythm games. Oh, this is... I might fail this. I might fail this. There is a very, very good chance that I'm just gonna fail this. Oh boy. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Yeah, you can perform this minigame on people that aren't the culprits. Yeah. Okay. Where's your proof? Press the A button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the Y button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Yeah. First try is not the best. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo. Well, it does only appear to be 2 buttons right now, so maybe it'll be alright. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Watch out for that. Okay. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. Ah, okay. At that point, you can press the Y button to shoot it down with a troop bolt like any other statement. Even the tutorial is confused. Yeah. I'm definitely confused. Defeat their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. Good luck and have fun. Well, thanks for the good luck.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Ah, yes! That is the main piece of evidence.
They must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay, yeah, stupid. Okay. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Alright, so we need to get him talking about his toolbox. The tool needs to talk about his toolbox.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Ah, damn it, I missed.
You kidding me? Not a chance!
Ah, damn it, I missed it. I have no idea how well I'm doing, honestly.
You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up!
Failed? What? You have to look on the statements too and destroy them. What? You have to use one to lock the comment and the other to destroy it. Okay.
Is this really the end for all of us?
I have no idea what the hell just happened.
I refuse to give up yet!
No, I refuse to give up. Okay. Okay, well it looks like I have infinite possibilities. Check the controls again. Okay, let's do it. So, your opponents, yeah. So you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to, yeah. Okay, yeah. You want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with a rhythm. Okay. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Like A for the lock and B for the shot. Is A button to lock onto it? Oh, okay, so I have to swap between A and Y then. Like, okay, so it's A, Y, A, Y, A, Y, A, Y. Okay. Okay, let's try that then. Weak spot statement will appear. Press the Y button to shoot it down with a troop ball. Okay. Lock and destroy. Yeah, lock and destroy, lock and destroy. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
When the killer remains stabbed.
Yep.
I repeat, stupid.
Stupid. Yep. I am. Alright. I thought that there would be a different, like, prompt for the Y part. Where's the statement?
Where's your proof?
Ah, wait.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
Oh, wait.
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Okay.
You kidding me? Not a chance.
Oh, damn it.
You lied. Shut up.
Okay.
Where's your proof?
And I can get multiples at a time.
Not
Very
a
good to
chance.
know.
It wasn't me.
I'm gonna try and get 3 statements at a time. Yes. Beauty.
Where's your proof?
Evidence is all bullshit.
This should prove it.
Ooh.
The screws on
Done
the
did
bathroom
it.
doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the
figured
boys
that out as
got
well.
toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
So,
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
so did he actually go there with the intention of killing her with the toolkit then?
Stupid.
I guess so.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid.
Huh? If you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stupid.
And he is out of there. Yep. Gotcha, Leon.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Spammy stupid. Yeah. I didn't understand what you meant when you said that the first time, but yeah. See? Oh. Okay. Oh. Whatever. 924 points. I guess that was a lot? Yeah, she was the one who wanted to kill Leon. Yeah. Ooh. That's a lot of medals. Huh.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, then let's get excited!
Yeah! Murder! Way!
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Thanks, Firewall. I do
What's
appreciate
it
it.
gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's just majority rules as well, isn't it? It doesn't need to be, like, monochrome. Yay! I love the part that comes next. Oh, are you a bit of a sadist, Celestia? Well, Celestia is a sadist, absolutely, but...
Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money! The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, to be fair, he was only defending himself. It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Yeah.
He could have just broken her arm and left. That is true. Yes. It was probably never going to happen. My name is... Okay, Celestia Ludenberg 10s. My name is Celestia Ludenberg. You two are going to have to, like, battle it out in, like, a battle royale situation, okay? I can't be dealing with that. This is going to get better and better. The trial was good. The trial was good. It was a good tutorial trial, I think. Yeah.
Hey, come on!
Just like, hey, come on, you expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Really? You'd be dead. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. That's true. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind... It's all because of that video. That is true. Yeah, he could have, but he had his own reasons for wanting to get out of there as well. So he saw the opportunity, he took it. And like, in a situation like that, his adrenaline would be pumping like crazy. So he probably wasn't even thinking straight. Yeah, the heat of the moment, exactly. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends, to have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it could to... I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. Why if Sayaka made Leon think she wanted to give him some... That's it. Oh, that's actually a nice idea. Sayaka made Leon think she wanted to give him singing lessons. That's actually a really nice idea. That might have been what was going on in Leon's head. In Leon's defense, you don't escape Sayaka if she wants you, if you know what I mean. Yes, we all know what you mean, yes. Her chainsaw is very large. Anyway, if some things that weren't so pleasant, yeah. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said...
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Man, she is a psychopath, isn't she? Jeez. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? Absolutely. I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. The chainsaw. Makoto while being a joke at the same time is also kind of true. It is also kind of true. Yes. That is true. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make your enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. I mean, yes, that is true, but it's the Joker all over again. When you get down to it, everybody's as crazy as me. Nobody kills Makoto but me, her ultimate assistant. Yeah. Damn it!
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the last trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. What? Okay. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? Okay. Boy, did he change. Did that change very quickly. Jeez.
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So,
that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Imagine living in a society was the motive for murder. Yeah. If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up. Start playing as Kyoko. That would actually be pretty cool.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Yeah, he's gonna.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm imagining that this is going to be something specific for him, rather than just being impaled by bars. And he's been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Well, this is certainly interesting. In use. Oh boy. That's gonna be a lot of baseballs, huh? Yeah, this is gonna hurt. This is probably gonna hurt. 1,000 blows. Jeez. Yeah, he's a bloody pulp at this point. I don't know why he still has skin, honestly. Eesh. Man, that's brutal. Not gonna lie, that is seriously brutal. Oof. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
My adrenaline is pumping right out of control!
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
This seems like the one with the higher chances of survivability. I mean, yeah, until he takes the baseball bat to your head, then yeah. He's still tied up. He's not going nowhere.
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
what the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear!
Well,
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh?
Yeah.
But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can cut free of the outside world. We're being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever.
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
Okay, this is being televised, isn't it? When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
This is absolutely being televised. Why didn't I realize that sooner? I galaxy brained the last trial, but I did not galaxy brain that. I should have. I should have realized that. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Okay. I am going to call it here for several reasons, most of which being I actually need to go at this point. So, thank you very much for joining me, YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, all that stuff. Ring the bell and catch me live on twitch.tv/AciaranB and youtube.com/a random series of numbers and letters that you can find in the description. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.